Hey guys, we are back with some more San Jose Sharks franchise mode, and we are once again out of the playoffs, but this time in the third round of the Nashville Predators, who absolutely destroyed us, as you can see by the calendar here. Yeah, 4-2 loss, 5-2 loss, 5-2 loss, 5-2 loss. It was no contest. We could not, we just simply could not come back against the Nashville Predators. So let's simulate up to the draft, I suppose, and it's not going to be a very active draft, I wouldn't imagine, but it will be a very active, hold on, missed the scout. It will be a very active free agency and re-sign stage because we have multiple massive contracts coming up this offseason in Raquel, Vernarski, Wiseman, Shen, and the biggest one, Freddie Muller. So, yeah, where am I going? Scouting. So it's going to be a very, very active offseason for the San Jose Sharks if we intend on winning the Stanley Cup in the last year that we have here. So let me know anything and everything that we should do before next season starts because this team, it needs to get it done this year. Otherwise, that's it for the San Jose Sharks. So let's get right up to the draft. And the Stanley Cup champions are the Nashville Predators. So at least we lost to the Cup champions. And the Calder Cup goes to the Grand Rapids Griffins. And let's actually check the all the awards and such, as I normally don't. But I'm getting better at it. So Nashville won in 7. So that was a very close series between Columbus and Nashville. As there you go. There is your year 9 playoff tree. Now let's go to the awards. So obviously, the Stanley Cup, Nashville Predators, and the President's Trophy goes to the Carolina Hurricanes. And obviously, it was Nashville versus Columbus. Art Ross, Nikita Kucherov, Hart Kucherov. Norris goes to Morgan Riley. Bing goes to Steven Stamkos. Calder goes to M. Karn on St. Louis. Then the Conn Smythe goes to Ian Lysick is that, on the Nashville Predators. Then the Vezina goes to Bobrovsky. And then the Jennings goes to Nedeljkovic. Masterton goes to R. Komisarek on Long Island. And then the Selke, of course, 4 years running, Connor McDavid. And my guy, Nico Hischier down there at year number, what is that, 5? Yes, 5 or 6, something like that. And then Ted Lindsay Award, Nikita Kucherov. And then the Maurice Richard, 3 years running in a row, Cole Sogas on the Capitals. So there are your awards for year number 9. And let's check out the team stats for the playoffs, because I'm quite interested to see what happened there. So we were scoring goals for quite a bit, but it was that last series against Nashville. Nashville just dominated us everywhere. I mean, we were really down there in goals against 2.47. And I mean, that's not bad compared to these teams, but it's still pretty bad for the playoffs when every other team is, 167, 213, 215, all the best teams, like Nashville is up there at 213, and then Columbus 215, the two teams that made the Stanley Cup Finals. So they were really shutting the door the entire playoffs. And then the power play, let's see. So yeah, we were really down there. And then of course, Nashville 22.5. There's a pattern here. All right, let's see, penalty kill. Where are we? We are at 84.6. Where's Nashville at? 86.1. So not too much of a difference right there, but obviously there was better teams than us in the playoffs on the penalty kill and on the power play. So we definitely need to improve our special teams in the postseason. That has been a recurring problem for the San Jose Sharks, as I really don't understand it. So let's check the player stats really quick, see who did what. Kolyakovo with 16 points, Ritchie and McLeod with 13 each. So it definitely was not at fault of the first line. I think this has got to fall on our depth. We didn't have any depth scoring. Nichushkin, nothing. Berehowski, nothing. Plus, House, nothing. I mean, you're not going to expect Plus, Berehowski, and House to do nothing, but you at least expect Nichushkin to maybe get like 5 points, maybe 4 on the fourth line. Deneau with 2. Shen only with 3. He was supposed to be a big part in our playoff run because he had 43 points last year, but only 23 points this year. So that might warrant a release, and I believe his contract is up this year. Yes, it is. Anthony Bernarski with 3 points. Again, you're not going to expect him to get too many points. That kind of falls on Doughty and McAvoy in terms of defense. And they did that. They both got 7 points each. And then Raquel had 7. Johnson had 5. Couturier had 5. Keller had 5. Keller needs to step up. He's making 9.1 for the next 6 years. So he definitely needs to get it going next year. He needs to find a way. Otherwise, we might have to trade him at the trade deadline or something. I don't want to give up on him yet. But then again, the last time I didn't give up on a player who wasn't producing. Jacob Vrana, he completely went silent. So yeah, and then Wiseman with 4 points. Again, I'd like to see him do a little bit more with having a 50-point season behind him previously with the Ottawa Senators, I believe it was. And then goaltenders, really can't blame Freddie Mahler. 931. He had that kind of series against Nashville, but then again, everyone had a kind of series against Nashville, didn't they? So, and then I don't understand why Montembeault got in there. 888, save percentage over 2 games. Again, I don't know why he got in there for those 2 games. Maybe Mahler got injured partially in halfway through the first or something. But yeah, I can't put that on our goaltenders. It's really gotta fall on our depth, especially Clayton Keller. He again needs to pick it up. I know he only played 12 games. He had an injury, but he still not what you like to see out of a guy who's making $9.1 million. He's making more money than Koliakovo. So, and the only guy who will be making more money now than him at this point will probably be Freddie Mahler, who is up for extension, who will probably want around $11 million. Maybe even $12 million if he doesn't want to re-sign here because he is a UFA. I thought signing into a 3-year deal would make him an RFA still, but apparently that's not how it works in this game because he was on his rookie year, right? He was on his rookie contract, and then we signed to another 3 years. That's only 6 years. Doesn't it need to be 7 years to be a UFA, are they UFA on the 7th year? See, it's kind of confusing, but whatever. Hopefully, we're able to re-sign him for a decent amount. I mean, when I say decent, I mean like 12 mil, because I mean he deserves it. I have no intention of releasing him to free agency because Mahler deserves every penny. He's probably one of the only deserving ones other than Koliakovo, Ritchie, and McLeod. And well, the first line deserves their pay. They do. The entire first line showed up in the playoffs. The defense showed up in the playoffs for the most part, obviously, besides the third round, the dreaded Nashville Predators. But the depth, again, Clayton Keller, Morgan Wiseman, they really need to step it up next season. And Wiseman's actually up for renewal as well. So again, I don't think too much will be happening in the draft since this is, after all, the last year we're going into here. So we're just going to really make a pick for value here instead of what we need. I mean, that's what we've been doing for the past, couple of years or so. So there's an exact starter supposed to go in the 3rd round, Albert Cowan. That might not be a bad first round pick, to be honest. There is this exact top 4 going in the 7th round for a defenseman. So, but I think I want to take a first rounder here. I'll take a chance on Tambellini. I don't know, maybe Grumet Morris. That's probably not how that's pronounced as for the first part, but DiPietro, Coyle. I mean, this is really... They need to change the draft system, in my opinion. It's so random. We'll just go for Tambellini. Why not? Yeah, medium top 9. Okay, fair enough. All right, now, do we have a 2nd round pick? Or no, we don't. So that 3rd round goaltender might actually be gone at this point. Yes, I believe he is. Because I don't see him. So we'll take this exact top 9 forward for Ferraro. Yeah, medium top 9. He's a 65 too, so that's pretty good for the third round especially. Better than our first round pick. It was, I believe, a 58, 59. And let's sort here again by potential. Maybe I'll go Enqvist. Stefan Enqvist. Yeah, sure. He's 19. Maybe he'll be a slightly higher overall. Let's see. 56. Nah. Bottom 6 forward as well. He's not going to be anything. Because this is an NHL 18. And let's see. Maybe Reki. No, it's... Is there any French starter goaltenders besides that exact one? Because they can sometimes turn out to be something. You know what? Maybe I'll take this Vetturl. Tristan Vetturl. Guy, he's already 20 years old, though. So if he's not high overall, then he's definitely a bust of a pick. Maybe I'll take my chances on a top 6 defenseman. Or you know what? We'll go for this French starter goaltender. Backup. Just be a starter. Oh, man. So much for drafting for value here. We're not really getting too much value. Let's see. So, what is this? The 7th round? We could go Boyle, who's a high elite. It's saying anyway. Or we could go for the guaranteed top 4 in Mateau. Or Vukola. I think I will go... I'm going to go for the guaranteed top 4 in Grant Motto. Because high elite could be like a low top 9 technically. So... Or no, that's a defenseman, so that could be like a low top 6. So I'll go for the guaranteed top 4 in Motto. And that'll be round number 6, going into round number 7 here. So if that high elite guy's still there, then I will take him. But if not, then we'll have to obviously go another route. Yeah, he is not there. So let's see. Yeah, not really much at this point in the draft. We'll just take Kolosov. He's supposed to be a high top 6, but we all know that's not how it works. But he is a low top 4, so 66 overall, cannot complain for a 7th round pick. And that will be it for the draft. Let's get to the dreaded re-sign stage. We got a lot of big contracts coming up. And of course, Freddie Mahler, as I've mentioned about 3 other times this video. So let's just get to it. We have 36 million in cap. Okay, here we go. So Vernarski wants to resign. He's an RFA, so that's good. He doesn't want to resign. Don't really need you anyway. He had a nice legacy here, but it wasn't meant to be. Shen, you can go. He had a really underwhelming season. Ricard Raquel, I'd like to sign you, but I'm gonna release you for now because you're 33 and you don't want to sign, and I have to overpay the crap probably out of. What's his name? Mahler anyway. So I'm going to actually write down the players that we're releasing here. So Raquel and Shen and Howes, of course, if we want to re-sign him. But just so that we can remember who we're releasing if, we by chance want to re-sign them in free agency. Adam Lowry, he wants to re-sign. He's 33 years old. He had 19 points on the 4th line last year. What did he do in terms of hits? 96. He's a solid 4th liner, but I'll wait on him because, again, we got a lot of massive contracts to hand out. Trevor Sick, I don't need you. Let's see. I'll release this guy, only a 58 overall at 20 years old. So at least he might not be bad. He's 64 at 21. Glebov, don't need you. Let's see. Johnson doesn't want to resign. Cernak, yeah, I can release Cernak. Don't need him anymore. He was more of just playoff depth. Deneau, what did he do? Yeah, only 13 points. I'll release Deneau. I don't think he did much physically either, so that's Cernak and Deneau. As we, we'll sort by UFA here and make our job a little bit easier. So Lowry, Kidd, I don't need you. Kaminsky, I don't need you. And Johnson. So let's see, Johnson. I think Johnson was pretty good last year. Yeah, 41 points. What did he do in the playoffs? 5. -6. Okay, so I'm going to have to release Johnson because we just can't afford to overpay any of these guys in the re-sign stage besides Mahler because, that's the big contract. And I don't want Mahler dropping to free agency, but we can always pick up someone like Johnson back in free agency if we want to. And we'll see how much money we have left when we get to Lowry. Let's see the RFAs. So Marchment, Platt, Timmins, Vernarski, and Wiseman. So Wiseman actually, I believe, dropped an overall. He was an 83, wasn't he? Yeah, now he's an 81, I believe, due to performance. So we'll sign Timmins here for the minors. We'll sign Platt. He wants a one-way. No, thank you. Never mind. Marchment, he's probably going to want a one-way. Yep. Well, what did he, what's his stats looking like? Not the greatest. I'll release him. I don't need that. Do not have any time for one-way deals who I may not even be playing in the NHL. So then Vernarski and Wiseman, I'll hold off on these guys for right now. I just want to focus on signing Mahler. Yes, so RFAs for goaltenders, and he is a UFA. Nick Schneider, does he want a two-way? No, he does not. I will release him. So Mahler. What do you want, buddy? 10.4. Okay, so it's not much as I expected. I gotta be honest, I expected around like 11 or 12 mil. So that's good. We can at least, what if I went up? No, he wants more than, and even if we go down to, oops, hold on, accidentally set it to a two-way deal. If we set it to 1 year, he wants 10.1 for 1 year. We gotta save as much money as possible here, but at the same time, he's also gonna want to stick to his years wanted thing. So maybe I'll give him, I'll give him 5 years. He deserves it. We'll give him 5 years at 11, because we're gonna have to overextend here, right? Because he doesn't want to re-sign with us technically, so we're gonna have to overpay him. But again, as I said, he's worth all 11.4 million of that. Hopefully he signs for that. Let's offer him, and that is going to be a solid, I believe we're down to 25 mil after that, so we should have enough money for Lowry and Montembeault. Yes, we definitely should. So Montembeault, I'm going to give you 1.7. You did well last year, so you can have a good extension there. And as I said, Lowry did pretty well physically. I don't want you on a 3-year deal, though, so if I could get you on a 1-year deal at maybe 2.1, that'd be nice. And then we'll sign Solis because he is a 64 at 21 years of age. That might be useful. Negrin, I don't think he'll get a chance to play. Even though he's younger than Solis, I don't know, because Solis, I feel like he could get by with a 64, but 61, not so much. So I believe that's it. No, Wiseman, and then Vernarski, right. So Wiseman wants around 4 mil, and then what does Vernarski want? Vernarski wants 6.2. Okay. Let's see. So I think, I'll give Vernarski, I'll give him the 4 years. It's not like, it's not like increasing him is going to save us any money. And, well, I could go for 1 year, but he's going to want the length, right? So I'll keep it at 4 years. I'll drag him down to maybe 5.8 if we can. That'd be nice for him. And then Wiseman, what does he want? Yeah, he wants 4 mil for, I'll give him, I may as well give him the length at this point, because there's only 1 year left, right? We'll go down to 3.6 for Wiseman. That should work. All right, I believe that is everybody. Let me just do a quick double check here. Yes, that is. That's everyone who we need to sign. And we got a lot of holes in the lineup. We had to release Shen, Raquel, Cernak, who wasn't playing anyway, but we still released him, Deneau, and Johnson. So hopefully we can get at least a couple of those guys back in free agency, because I know Raquel wasn't that bad. He had like a 40-point season, didn't he? And then Johnson had another 40-point season. So I'd at least like to get those two guys back. Lowry rejected, so he's not content with the amount of minutes he played. Okay. Vernarski rejected as well. Okay, so we got to give him a little bit more money. Wiseman accepted. Timmins accepted. Solis, Montembeault, and Mahler accepted. Good. Okay. So we definitely technically gave more money to Mahler than we should have if he did want to resign, but he did not want to resign. So, and I did not want a chance releasing that free agency and then have him not resign in free agency. So that would have been very bad. So I believe Lowry's probably not going to want to resign at this point because he said he wasn't happy with the minutes. So we'll actually release him as well. So I'll put Lowry on the list, and then we'll re-sign Vernarski because his only problem was the money. So we'll maybe drag him down to 6 mil because we gave him 5.8 before. Hopefully that'll work for him. We're down to 22 or 29, 23 mil. I was about to say 22.9 mil, but I figured I'd simplify it to 23. Oh, dropping stuff. And Vernarski accepted. Perfect. So I believe that is it. Let's go up to free agency, see who is there. Sign free agents. Let's see who's here. So obviously Raquel, Johnson. Okay, so no studs in free agency this year. Eriksson Ek, Janmark, VC, John Yandel, Nyquist, Palmieri, Shen, Buchnevich, Carlson, Barry, Jankowski, Brandstrom is there. Brandstrom might not be a bad idea. He gets a lot of scoring, which we are certainly missing from our defensive core. I mean, I know we have Doughty and we have McAvoy, but it might not hurt to have Brandstrom. But then who would he replace is the thing, because the only defenseman we released was Cernak, and Cernak wasn't even playing. Maybe... Nah, I like our current defensive core. I don't think we need Brandstrom. But you know what? What if we signed Brandstrom and then played him as a forward? That might not be a bad idea, to be honest. We'll see what other options are out there, but I kind of want to try that. Let's see Johnson. I mean, he's probably going to drop. He's already 35. I don't know how he hasn't lost his top 6 potential yet. What do you do in the playoffs? -6, 5 points. Honestly, you want 4.7. We have 17 mil remaining. So what do we need? We need... How many forwards we released? We released 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forwards. So we're gonna need... Yeah, we're gonna need to get that back. So I was thinking maybe Buchnevich? He had 44 points. Alright, so you know what? Let's check out our depth actually, because you never know. There might be a hole in like the bottom 6 that we have to fill out. Like a physical forward. Well, yeah, I mean, we lost Lowry. So let's see. Forwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Couturier could pass for a top 6 forward. 6, I'd prefer Wiseman on the third line, but he could pass for a top 6 as well. He's got an 88 offensive awareness, but I don't like his puck skills too much. Wiseman, Nichushkin. Yeah, okay, so we need a couple of top 6 forwards there. I think we should get Raquel back. He was pretty good. I think we should get maybe Johnson. And I think we should really pursue that idea of picking up Eric Brandstrom and then playing him at forward. I really want to see how that works. Oops. Let's go to defenseman, and we will sign him. Yeah, sure, we'll give him the amount he wants in terms of years, and we'll give him 6.35 just to make sure. I think that's fair. I mean, I know he's only an 81 overall, but come on, he provides a lot of offense. 58 points last year, and that's probably as a defenseman. So imagine how much he could get as a forward. And then Raquel. Yes, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I want to sign him. He was pretty good for us in our playoffs last year. I may as well give him the 3 years. And I will give him 6.2 to rejoin us here in San Jose. Now that's already 12 mil being handed out there. So that's 9 forwards now, if you count Brandstrom. Our defensive core is set. I believe are we left with like 5 mil now? All right, hold on. Let's check prospects. See if there's any Serge Plus type prospects. I mean, we might have to get this Cesar Corbet guy. I mean, he wouldn't be bad to pick up anyway. So let's try to get him. 2-way deal. Bryce Waite. Yeah, he's good trade value. Yandel, he's too much. Kurt Marchment, we might have to get him back. See, here's the thing, we're like down to, we're down to 5 mil, I think, aren't we? Let's simulate up and see if we get Brandstrom and Raquel. I probably overpaid for Brandstrom, but whatever. White rejected. Because again, he's going to provide a lot of offense. Raquel accepted. Corbett accepted. And Brandstrom accepted. Very nice. So, alright, what are we looking like cap-wise now? Sign free agents. We're at 7 mil. So we need 3 more forwards. I'm thinking on the 2 mil range. Maybe even 1 mil. Reed Boucher, maybe? He's not a bad depth scorer. I mean, I know that from his days in New Jersey. 17 points, minus 20. Does he have any playoff experience? Yeah, 1 assist in 6 games, excuse me. Alex Ovechkin. What's he been doing? He had a 31-goal season last. You know what? Let's go for him. I mean, I know he's 40 years old, but 30 goals at that overall, if he hasn't dropped yet, I'll take that for 1.6, or maybe we'll give him 1.7. He, you know, I feel like that'd be a steal right there if he can replicate that again. Nicholas Waugh, pretty good defensively. Not a great body checker, but he's 6'4". Got some size there. 10 points, minus 22. That might have just been the team he was on. Let's see his physicality. Only 23 hits. Yeah, no thank you. Beauvillier. Got the poise. 23 hits. How many points do you have? 24. And no thank you. McCarron. He's definitely got the physical category. Not so much the defensive category. 19 points. What did he have in terms of hits? 99. It's not bad. Could be an option, but he's asking for 2.2 as well. Prefer somewhere in the 1 mil range, as I said. Oscar Lindblom. 89 offensive awareness. This guy could be a power play specialist, technically. We put him in the right spot. 20 points. But were any of those on the power play? I don't think so. No. So maybe if we have an ace in the hole on the power play, it'd be this guy. Yeah, I think last year was as good as this team is going to get, to be honest. We'll give him 1.4. We don't have to really overextend on him. And then we'll go for maybe Vesalainen. Nah. Doesn't have any standout stats there. If we're going for depth players like this, they need to have like a stat that really makes them, as I mentioned, stand out. Bittner, nope. Solaric, nope. Mersch, not really. Lofton, you're good at faceoffs for a winger. Maybe. William Carrier, nope. Austin Watson, nope. Jake Virtanen, nope. Well, he's a good body checker. Not much else, though. He doesn't have the defensive category. Philip Deneau, I might pass on him. Lazar. Confer. Elias Anderson, looks like he didn't pan out for the New York Rangers. Lee Clements, he's got an 88 offensive awareness, but again, I kind of prefer to have that defensive awareness guy. You know, we'll sort by, speaking of which, we'll sort by defense. Eriksson Ek, 5.5. That's out of our price range, unfortunately. So he's got an 86 defensive awareness. This is a pretty good fourth line. He doesn't have the physical category, but he has that defensive awareness. He has that shot blocking. He has the stick checking. I think I will sign this guy. I kind of like that defensive category. We'll go one more just for good measure. Anthony Cracknell, 88 defensive awareness. He's only a 74 overall, but he's got the body checking. Wouldn't hurt to sign him. Definitely would not hurt. We'll give him 900,000 just to make sure we get him. And we'll go one more forward, maybe. Plekhanov. Jacobson. We'll sort by physical now. Smith. Only 72. Michael McCarron. If we have the cap, then I'll sign McCarron because he's a good physical forward. He might be a good penalty killer. But other than that, not really much else I'm interested in that we can afford. So I will simulate ahead up to the 11th. All right, Ovechkin. TV, we'll call him. Cracknell, Lindblom. Okay. And we will try to get Michael McCarron, assuming we have the cap space. Or do I want the extra cap space for, like, just in case we have to make any moves, you know? You know what? McCarron isn't too much. I think we can afford to sign him 2.2. I'll give him 2.25 at this point in the free agency. I don't think there's any teams that are going to be chasing him, so we can afford to give him that much. And that'll just about do it, I believe, for free agency. Branson, nope. And there you go, Michael McCarron. So let's take a look at our roster now. It's definitely a little bit more depleted than it was last year because of that big contract to Frederick Mahler. But again, he deserves it. He is the backbone of this team at this point. All right, let's see. So forwards. I believe this is 9 right here. In Koliakovo, McLeod, Keller, Ritchie, Raquel, Couturier, Wiseman, Lindblom, McCarron, Ovechkin, Nichushkin, and TV. This is, again, we'll just call him that for now, or Terrence or whatever. Is that Austria he's from? Yeah, we'll just call him TV or Terrence or whatever, because there's no chance I'm going to be pronouncing that name right every single time. I'll just try it one more time just for your guys' entertainment. Vahihola Ahi. There's no chance, man. All right, so defenseman, Hannafin, McAvoy, Doughty, Plus, Vernarski, and Barahowski, and Brandstrom. But remember, Brandstrom we're going to try him at forward, and then Mahler and Montevo. So that looks good. And we still have 3.4 in cap remaining. So that'll about do it for right now. I'm not going to say, well, actually, I will, just so I can show you guys the improvements. But other than that, I think that is just about it. All right, so let's simulate ahead. Let's see the offseason jump. All right, we're in year number 10 now. Let's see the roster for the start. So McAvoy, Hannafin, Koliakovo. Let's do by position here once again. Koliakovo, McLeod, Keller, Ritchie, Raquel, Couturier. That's 6. But of course, we got to play Brandstrom. So 8 would be Wiseman, 9 Ovechkin, 10 Lindblom, 11 McCarron, 12 Nichushkin, and maybe TV. And then we'll send down Corbett. Defensively, yeah, we're gonna have to have an extra forward on the roster, so I'm thinking that's gonna be TV here, or maybe McCarron or Lindblom. Guess it depends how they play, because we're gonna have to have these 7 defensemen on the roster since we're gonna try Brandstrom at forward. Let me know if you guys agree with that, if we should do that. And let me know what you guys think the line should look like. I'll just show you the best lines for right now. And yeah, obviously we're going to include Brandstrom in there somewhere at forward. And let me know. And yeah, I really think last year was about as good as this team is going to get because, yeah, we're looking a little weaker this year. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.